thing young, famous, and African has really made me realize is how frustrating it is for you to be surrounded by a bunch of spineless, stupid people. And I feel like that is the entire stress that Nadia is going through in that show. I want to start off with saying that everybody on that show is mad. Nobody that is actually completely sane. The difference is they gather the ones that have already entered the road and the ones that are about to enter the road and the ones that are still in the house getting crazy all in one show. And it's so frustrating to see because I don't even know who I want to start with. Let me start with my girl Fantana. Girl, you're so pretty that I've tried to look past your stupidity. But what the hell is this character? What is happening? There's nothing more annoying than when you see a baddie acting stupid for someone that looks like that. And whatever you depict that as, that's your business. Don't make that our problem, please. They want to tell me that such a hot city babe claims that she knows what she's doing, but this man will open his mouth and hardly say anything and you're already swoon. So when Nadia told her half jokingly that she wanted to stop being friends with her, I was wishing she completely meant it. Because is it until the girlfriend that they say he has in another country comes and slaps you in your face before you now agree that yes, what people are saying is true? Because I don't get it. Even Kefi tried to open your eyes to the nonsense that you are inside, but you said no. Do you know how I was so shook when I saw you walk through that restaurant door and you walked in on a date with your man, someone that you claim is your man, and you are in an open relationship with that should be honest with you, is on a date with someone who was just newly introduced to your friend group. And when this woman asked him what both of you were, he opened his mouth smashing, and then he opened his mouth to tell you that he said that you are smashing. And not only the slaps not fly, you have the audacity to come and pretend like, oh, you're annoyed with him, you're angry with him, blah, 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 blah. Only for you to come to a bowling alley where he invited you to come and talk about the issue. And then his entire premise for calling you was to tell you that Kefi is trying to come between both of you and trying to ruin what you people have because he feels you and you feel him. And then in that moment, you ask him, actually, what do we have? What are we? And this man opens his mouth to say he feels you. He continued to say, I am feeling you and you are feeling me. And not only did you not stand on getting the answer that you needed, you now carried your two left legs and walked to your friend to tell them, oh, it's not like as if he really did anything, like I caught him red-handed doing anything. He was maybe just trying to get to know her. This is why I say don't put your mouth in lovers' matter. Allow them enter it by themselves. You'll be trying to get somebody out of a pit. You don't know that they're actually digging to go deeper. They should leave her inside there. If I'm going to be very honest with you guys, I actually skipped season 2. I don't know what the whole beef between Squanky and Annie about the phone call or the voice note, but what I hear is that she apologized to him in season 2. So why did she come and start bringing it up? Because her daughter was asked about it in school, saying that, oh, now her family is involved, so he has to prove that she actually said what he said she said. But you apologized about it. That is if she apologized. Someone let me know in the comments if she did. Annie in this show is the perfect depiction of someone who keeps putting their hand in fire and then complaining that nobody is helping them to get their hand out of the fire. Because you keep opening your mouth and making problems with everybody, and then everyone has a problem with you, rightfully so, but then you are trying to make it seem like they just hate you for no reason. I will even skip some of the things she did on that show because it's not really necessary to get into. But where I knew she was an issue was when she was having that lunch with Ini, and Ini asked her, okay, so if everyone has an issue with you, forget them. Why Squanky? And she opened her mouth to say, why are you asking me why Squanky? Why are you not asking Squanky? Why Annie? Who is sitting in front of her right now? Are you slow? Who is sitting right in front of Ini right now? Is it not you? Is it not you that is sitting in front of her that should ask the question? Why couldn't you have depicted the question as, why would Squanky out of everyone have a problem with you? Why did you depict it as, why do you have a problem with Squanky? Do you see how she's the issue? Because you are picking at straws just to avoid accountability, which was literally the same thing she did at that party where she was not going to talk to everyone. Her plan was everybody will come one by one. She'll go and tell them, hey, okay, I'm so sorry about what happened. Kiss and make up, and everything is fine. But Nadia was not having it because you cannot be so annoying to me and be mean and come at me at a wedding and I was silent throughout the whole thing, only for you to want to come and tell me hi at an event like you never did anything, an event that you all lied to me about. Because honestly, Nadia did not have to be there. If you were not planning to do the thing that you were supposed to do, which was properly apologize to everyone, why did you call them there? And then when Ini tried to help her, she was like, oh, Ini was rushing her. See? Also avoiding accountability. Her character really just stressed me out because it was as if they were talking to somebody that does not listen. Surprisingly enough, I love Squanky Jerry in this season. It was like the drama, but not really the drama. Not gonna lie, I missed Kanye this season. I missed seeing a lot of her. But seeing her a bit was quite refreshing. DJ Naked pisses pisses me off because he's an enabler and he's the kind of person who does not know how to tell his friends the truth. Him and Diamond are just two dumb bitches telling each other exactly. And you can just tell that he has some commitment issues. And I'm not trying to say every single person that has gone through a divorce probably has some commitment issues. But if someone has gone through a divorce twice, I would try to think that it is okay to presume that there probably is some commitment concern. This is why even after he proposed to Kay after their whole thing, I was just like, now it just feels like she forced him to do it. Like he didn't do it because he wanted to. And I'm just like, girl, are you sure that's something that you want? I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I have a love-hate relationship with Zari. I like the fact that she knows how to push people's buttons, but I also hate the fact that she knows how to push people's buttons. Because sometimes you can just sit there, look pretty, drink your wine, and be fine. And he showed me die. Say those texts that Shuaib was very concerned about are real. I don't know, but Diamond just doesn't give that he has the brain power to lie that kind of lie. I feel like it's there, but he just does not want to expose it, and she will not expose it. But we all know that those texts are there. Oga Serogesi, I keep forgetting his name for some reason. Louis, that's his name. I don't know how someone can be so tone deaf, always apologizing for things that could just be avoidable. You're calling someone to help you vet ladies that will help you carry your child. Someone that you just met 5 minutes ago. Forget the fact that she even knows about surrogacy. What does she know about you? How is she supposed to help you figure out who is perfect enough to carry your child? His actions just kept giving, you could have just avoided this. You could have just shut up. You could have just done what you wanted to do by yourself. But then he keeps involving other people, and that's how his problems keep starting. So many of them on this show are just a train wreck, and it's just like, damn. Anyway, when is season 4 coming out, please?
I wholeheartedly believe that sometimes your biggest enemy is the person right next to you. Because with everything going on with Young, Famous, and African, and we know Annie's not really in the best light right now, why would that man feel the need to announce the divorce right now? And then I guess when his team, tries to save face and say, oh, he was hot, this man doubles down by making a video to let the world know, like, oh no, I said what I said. We have been separated and we are getting a divorce. When I tell you that has been her biggest enemy since they got together, because first of all, you got together when she was 15 and you were how old? Jail. And you have multiple babies on her before her first, after y'all were married, and during said marriage. And that lady has stuck beside him, has had his back, like defending him to people. Only for that man, during the time where she's getting dragged on social media to go and embarrass her even more. When I tell you there's a special place in hell for that man, there's a special place. That lady has suffered at the hands of that man who was supposed to be her husband. So I really believe your biggest enemy could be the person right.
Because the sincerest truth of the honest truth is that you don't really know anyone. And you always have to keep this awareness in mind through my experiences, through the experiences of others, that you don't really know anyone. And you can never really bank with them. You can never really depend on them. You can only work towards yourself on being the best version of yourself. And the rest of the things don't really matter. Because when you do this, you always have an awareness with the life experiences. Always. Because even when life throws you a curveball, you can understand that this is a life journey. You're not racing with anyone. You need to focus on your lane sincerely. And you can learn through other people's experiences that there are situations in life that you can avoid if only you pay attention and how you navigate it. It could have been worse. It could have been worse, but it didn't, because of how you handle things. And sometimes life is not boring. You're where you need to be is where you need to be. So in terms of Young and Famous and whatever, I don't watch it, but I just wanted to give you that perspective, And I was talking to someone about this in some other way, that sometimes you can be her. The person that you think that you can't be, you can be her. You can be the woman that you think, I will never be. That's exactly that. You're not immune to anything. You're not special. You're not that important. But anyways, to those of you who watch Young and Famous, please come decide so we can hear more from it in the comment section.